Welcome to my channel of Mindful Writing with a Rebel Writer. I'm the Naked Firefly, and today I'll be giving you 5 mindful writing tips. Tip 1, smile. Always smile, even if it's a Monday, even if you don't feel like working at all. A smile can go a long way for you, and you never know, it might actually go a long way for someone else. Plus, as writers, we see our creations as our babies. And I don't know a person out there who would not smile at a baby. Please smile. Don't frown at a baby. So when you're about to go work or when you're about to talk about your work, make sure you smile. Tip 2, feel pain deeply, especially for your characters. Now, I know that's a strange thing to say, especially since I just told you to keep smiling. But think about it. The pains that you feel, like losing a loved one, a breakup, a long goodbye, those are pains that your characters are going to experience. I'm not asking you to revisit traumas or pains that will stir up PTSD. However, I am asking you to revisit other pains that are not so traumatic, to give that impact to your writing. Tip 3, go people watching and make a connection. Please don't be a stalker. I'm just asking you not to do that. I'll give you an example by make a connection. Let's say you see an old man sitting on the bench. He has a big Subway sandwich, and all of a sudden he starts feeding the birds with it, but he himself has not even taken a bite of it. The question is why? Put yourself in his shoes, figure out why. Put your character in his shoes to figure out why. Then after you answer the why, answer the what. What is driving him to do this? Is it because an old friend or an old lover used to do this exact same thing? Or is it because he's bored? Find out the what and the why. Number 4, listen to inspiring music before, during, and after you write. Now, there are some people out there that are probably saying, but I don't like music playing while I write. And that's perfectly okay. You don't have to play it then. But definitely playing the music before and after are important. Before, you're getting your mind ready. You're telling yourself, I'm getting ready to work. I'm getting ready to write. And sometimes the music can actually help to inspire something. And then the after, it tells your mind we're done for the day, no more. And now you're settling your brain down, almost like a nighttime yoga practice, I guess you can say. Number 5, study great books. Study the greats, and not just the modern day greats, the old greats too. And now I know sometimes people don't care for those books. They seem so boring, but you actually get a whole bunch of nuggets that we keep missing out on. You'll learn more about settings, more about description, and also more about characters and how they made their characters more 3D with their pain and their struggles and their joys. The Dictionary and the Thesaurus is also considered a great book. I know it's like, what? What do you mean? But seriously, open a dictionary, open a thesaurus, and you might actually learn some new words, plus words that you might need to describe what you're trying to say. Plus, you broaden your vocabulary. That's a plus. Bonus tip. Most importantly, above all these tips, be you. Write what you want, edit it, and give it to readers who actually want to read it. Now, it's great to learn, to be inspired, and to follow these successful writers and authors along their journey. However, it's more important that you don't sit there and try to compare your writing style, your writing habits with them, because then you'll feel like you've done nothing and you've achieved nothing. However, it is important to keep driving, keep going forward, and to be inspired by how they worked so hard to go for their dream. Go for yours too. And when it is time, you will know. And definitely when it's time, your stuff will be just as great, especially if you do what is needed and not try to copy exactly what someone else's does. If they write 3,000 words a day, don't push yourself if that's not what you're meant to do. If they write by a computer and you write by hand, then you do what is best for you in your writing career. Sometimes some people need to go slow like the turtle, and some people need to go fast like the hare. You have to decide which one works for you. However, there's nothing wrong with taking tips from these successful writers and authors. You might learn something new. We do every day. Have you tried some of these tips before? If you have, which ones? Do you have any other ideas or tips that you'd like to share? Put them in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button or subscribe or follow me on Instagram. Peace and love.